Okay, let's just jump right into one of the coolest, and I mean that literally, paradoxes of human survival, the igloo. Think about it for a second. It's a house made of frozen water that somehow, against all logic, keeps you warm. How is that even possible? Well, it turns out it's an absolute masterpiece of physics and pure ingenuity.
So right off the bat, here's the question that just seems to break all the rules of common sense. I mean, we think of ice and snow as the very definition of cold, right? So how on earth could you build a shelter out of the stuff, step inside, and actually get warmer? It sounds impossible. Let's break it down.
To get to the bottom of this, we have to travel way, way up north to the Arctic. We're talking about one of the most unforgiving environments on the entire planet. And for thousands of years, this has been the home of an incredibly resourceful and resilient people, the Inuit. Fun fact, in their own language, their name simply means the people.
And when we say extreme, we are not kidding. Winter temperatures can just plummet to a mind-boggling minus 50 degrees Celsius. That's minus 58 Fahrenheit. This isn't just chilly. It's a kind of cold where survival itself is a minute-by-minute battle. Shelter isn't just nice to have. It's the absolute key to staying alive.
Now, put yourself in their shoes for a moment. You have to build a safe, warm home for your family. But there are no trees for wood, no easy way to quarry stone, and definitely no metal. The vast, frozen landscape really only offers one building material in any kind of abundance: snow. So, out of sheer necessity, they became absolute masters of it.
So to figure out how they did it, we're actually going to take a little detour and look at a surprising clue from the animal world. Believe it or not, the first piece of our puzzle lies with this little guy, the sea otter. And it holds a secret that is absolutely central to the magic of the igloo.
Okay, so here's the sea otter's own little paradox. Unlike a whale or a seal, it doesn't have a thick layer of blubber to keep it warm in that freezing ocean water. So how does it not freeze? Well, the answer isn't about some internal furnace. It's all about its fur. So here it is, the otter's secret weapon. Its fur is unbelievably dense. We're talking the densest of any animal on Earth. And its main job is to trap millions and millions of tiny air bubbles right up against its skin. It basically creates a perfect, natural wetsuit made of air.
And that brings us to the most important point of all. Air, especially trapped air, is a fantastic thermal insulator. Now, what's an insulator? It's just something that's really bad at transferring heat. It slows it way down. So all that trapped air keeps the otter's precious body heat from escaping into the cold water. Remember that idea? Trapped air. It's everything.
Okay, let's bring that amazing principle of trapped air right back to the Arctic, because the secret of the igloo starts with a deep understanding that the Inuit builders weren't just grabbing any old snow. Oh no, they were looking for a very, very specific kind.
And this really gets to the heart of their incredible expertise. You know, for most of us, snow is just, well, snow. But the Inuit language has dozens of different words for it, each one describing a specific texture, a certain density, and how good it is for building. They are true masters of their craft and their materials.
And it turns out that the perfect snow for building an igloo, the kind that's been packed down hard by the wind, isn't really solid at all. Get this, it's almost 90% trapped air. Just like the sea otter's fur, it's this amazing matrix of tiny ice crystals holding countless little pockets of air.
So those blocks of snow become incredible insulators. A really good way to think about it is that the walls of the igloo are like a giant thermos. A thermos doesn't create heat, right? It's just really, really good at stopping the heat that's already inside from getting out. That's exactly what the igloo's walls do.
But look, using the right material is only half the story. The other half is just pure architectural genius. The very shape and the layout of the igloo are brilliantly designed to squeeze every last bit of warmth out of those insulating snow walls.
The inside is so clever. It's built on different levels. First, you have to crawl through a low tunnel. This acts as a cold sink, trapping the coldest, densest air right at the bottom so it can't get in. The main level is where you do your work and cooking. But the sleeping platform, that's the highest part of the igloo because of one simple rule of physics we all know. Hot air rises, all the warmth from bodies and lamps collects right where you sleep.
And of course, the shape itself is brilliant. A dome is one of the strongest structures in nature. It distributes all the weight perfectly, and it has no flat surfaces for those powerful Arctic winds to slam against, so it's incredibly stable even in a raging blizzard. It's both a cozy home and a nearly indestructible fortress.
So let's put it all together. You have walls made from a super insulator, that's snow that's 90% air,
And you have this incredibly clever multi-level design that uses physics to trap every bit of warmth up in the living area. So what's the final result?
This is the result. Even when it is a deadly minus 50 degrees Celsius outside, the combination of those insulating walls, the smart design, and just plain old body heat can raise the temperature inside to as high as 15 degrees Celsius. That's a 65-degree temperature swing created by nothing more than snow, physics, and knowledge. It's just incredible.
You know, in the end, the Igloo isn't just a house. It's a stunning testament to human ingenuity. It's this profound lesson that if you really understand the fundamental principles of your environment, you can not only survive in it, but you can actually thrive. It just goes to show you that sometimes the solution to your biggest problem is literally the very thing that's all around you.